For my garbage person of the week, I almost did Tucker Carlson with his stuff about Obama at the John Lewis thing, but no, it needs to go bigger. And also, I think he was mine last week. I'm going to go bigger. I'm going to put our entire government, both parties, are absolute donkey and elephant garbage, or whatever else comes out of a donkey
Poop,
or
John,
an elephant.
Poop, it's poop. John,
Is it
it's
poop?
poop.
It's poop.
Yeah.
They go in here, and do you know why? Let's talk about why. The Republican-controlled U.S. Senate has adjourned for a 3-day weekend, as enhanced unemployment payments are officially set to lapse on Friday. The chamber is not set to reconvene until 3 p.m. Monday. That's fun. Slightly more than a 3-day thing. As Politico reported Thursday, tens of millions of laid-off American workers will go weeks without federal jobless aid because Congress hasn't renewed the benefits in time for overwhelmed state unemployment systems to adjust their computers. Those computers will need weeks to reprogram to account for an extension of the $600 weekly federal payments that expire on Saturday, or any changes that Congress makes to the benefit amount or eligibility rules. So they left for a long weekend, a weekend that will see two important milestones. One, the ending of those enhanced unemployment benefits, and even if they come back and within a week come up with new ones, anyone on that, like the millions of people that are losing their jobs as we speak, are going to have to wait weeks to actually get the benefits that they desperately need, especially because of the other milestone, which is rent is due again. And by the way, that eviction crisis that we were talking about all week, they're not doing anything about that either. So they're off on a nice long weekend. The pandemic continues to race like wildfire across America. People are losing their jobs. They're going to be losing their apartments and their homes. And our government has done basically nothing to stop it. That is why they're all garbage.
It's so bad. Everything about that. I hadn't seen the part where, and I think earlier in the show I said August recess, but that's what it feels like. But it the fact that it takes so many
on the 7th,
weeks,
I think.
on the yeah. But the fact that it takes that much like time to reprogram the computers to do something they were doing until like a week ago.
And it's not technically the computer code that needs to be changed. It's restarting a program that will be over. Yeah. But
like that just proves how disconnected they are from the actual experience of being a human.
Mm-hmm.
And like, listen, I'm probably the most like capitalist friendly person on the network, but even still, like this proves that they don't even care about like the realities of the system. The system just get people. This is the part that you need to continue to help people with. You can't just abandon them in these times, because think of every aspect of what you're going to do in the meantime.
Yeah.
You're going to go collect salary for an extra day off. Yep. When you only have to work a small fraction of the year of actually doing anything.
In the best of times. Yeah.
In the best of times. And you got to take this extra day off. Trump literally, he says, he essentially said, I just want something that has checks with my name on it. That's it. And he said, like, so people can pay for stuff like mortgages. I hear that's what people have to pay. And then he said, as for the rest of it, I don't care.
Yeah. We
don't care. He doesn't care. They don't care. We need actual help for people. In the meantime, like, I don't know. It reminds me of like when they don't mess around with like the lapsing of our debt, but they do mess around with the lapsing of your debt.
Yeah.
Or, the debt ceiling. But they don't care about the debt or the ceiling over your head.
Oh, you want an example of that? The bill that the GOP was pushing, they're not anymore. Now they're going on recess. Included $686 million for the F-35.
Oh yeah,
zero for the USPS in the coronavirus stimulus bill. Very worried about these advanced jets developing a respiratory illness, apparently. And so that was their priority. Their priority wasn't actually helping people, which is why they're okay with simply going and taking a nice long weekend. And I know some people are probably
a year.
What's that?
$170,000 a year.
Yeah. Some people are probably saying, well, look, isn't that mainly on the GOP? Hypothetically, the Dems want to continue the stimulus or whatever, but they failed. I understand they don't control the Senate. They need to do something. And the sum total of the government's output during a pandemic is zilch. That is what is going to matter. And it is going to be little comfort to people who are thrown out of their apartment and have no money, that in theory the minority party would have done better. I guess. But anyway, really fast, let's go to the community garbage person of the week. Every week we ask you for suggestions. Those are accrued by our amazing producers and then put to a vote on the community tab on the TDR YouTube channel. And that's on Thursday. And so today we have the results. With 13,000 people voting, Bill Barr is the big winner this week with 59% of the vote for serving the president and not the American people, while helping to, get the whole fascist thing up off the ground. 17% to Tom Cotton for declaring that slavery is a necessary evil. 9% to Ted Cruz for saying workers don't deserve added unemployment and guaranteeing that everything he eats or drinks from here on out from a fast food place will be spat upon. And Louis Gohmert, 8% for being the dumbest person affected by coronavirus in our country. All great choices. The Bill Barr choice is great. I don't disagree with it, but I mean, they went on recess, or sort of the 3-day recess after that vote, so I had to go with that. So good choices, everybody, though.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.